The media is becoming more unglued the closer we get to Election Day. The usual suspects at MSNBC and The View are lobbing out their most wild and apocalyptic takes on a possible second Trump presidency. Watch.
He's not going to, say, oh, you're with a white guy, I'm going to keep you from being deported. No, he's going to deport you and put the white guy with someone else.
The stakes literally are life and death for every woman in America. It's not hyperbole. It's not an exaggeration.
We got to wake up. And here's the good news, because I come with such dire warnings. I'm telling you, the good news is that I believe women will be the beacon in this election.
Oh, the beacon. The freakout's also roiling the Washington Post. 250,000 people canceling their digital subscriptions, furious that the paper didn't endorse Kamala for president this year. And now its owner, Jeff Bezos, writing a rare op-ed defending the decision. He says this: presidential endorsements do nothing to tip the scales of an election. What presidential endorsements actually do is create a perception of bias, a perception of non-independence. Ending them is a principled decision, and it's the right one. What do you think, Greg, of this blow-up that the elite media is having over this non-endorsement?
Okay, what is it going to cost him? A couple of $1 million a month in losses, right?
He's like, what,
yeah,
$68 billion?
He spends that much money on hormone treatments. I mean, let's be honest. It's amazing. Why is what? Okay, I said this before. One side is miserable, the other side isn't. Is that just constant? Like, why is it that, like if Trump loses, our viewers will be sad. They might even take it hard, but they always bounce back because their lives are prioritized. You got family, friends, work, spirituality. Politics is downstream from that, but for the Dems, it's upstream. So it affects family, it affects friends, work, spirituality. And because the ideology of leftism is about power, oppress versus oppressor, that means every relationship is transactional. That means you will dump your friends if they don't agree with you, if they don't agree with you. But we don't think that way. So I think when you look at these people, she says it's literally life and death. Maybe she doesn't know what the word literally means. And they're so angry. They're so angry. They have nothing to lose if Kamala wins, right? We're not going to go out and burn the place down. We had one bad day, you know?
Bad afternoon.
Bad afternoon.
Yeah,
but if Trump wins,
oh yeah,
we're gonna just have to be like, oh my God, I hope they don't come to my town. I hope they don't burn down my stuff. That's how it's gonna be.
With our pink hats?
Yes.
I don't understand. Like, we got really mad and we marched around in silly outfits.
Look after 2016 in D.C.
What?
And then you had 3 years of mostly peaceful rioting. In your face, Jessica.
This was not in my face.
It was, but carry on.
So with the non-endorsement stuff, I think that the problem with it is that the endorsement was ready to go. The same thing at the LA Times and USA Today, and that it was ownership supplanting what was supposed to be the power of the editorial board and the people who actually run the paper, and that they feel like that Bezos's decision or the family that owns the LA Times is not reflective actually of the people who work at the paper. And you've seen mass resignations from these editorial boards, reporters extremely upset. And when you cut your subscription, I should say, like Jeff Bezos, the money doesn't really matter to him. You are hurting the reporters who are doing amazing work and winning Pulitzers and all of that. Now, Bezos has said that he did not know that on the same day that he made this decision, there was a meeting with the Trump Vance team about Blue Origin. And that was something that people were saying, like, is this because people are hedging their bets, right? They're thinking Trump may win, and I want to be able to do business with him. And I know that Trump is a grievance machine and that he's going to be mad at us if we endorse Kamala Harris, just as a
I think
side
he
piece to that.
expected the endorsement from the Washington Post. It's no surprise, Jessica. Is this not the most inside the Beltway story ever?
It is, but it is pretty delicious
I love
as well. First of all, why did Bezos buy the Post? Because it was failing. And without him, there might not be a Washington Post at all. So part of my feeling about this is that, okay, the boss said, we are not endorsing. You don't want to be here? That's fine. Goodbye. I'm paying your salary. I've got your benefits. I got all these things. Now, if the subscribers don't want to be there, okay, that's fine. I do think that they could have made this decision before.
Probably.
And also, last week or 2 weeks ago, they endorsed the Democratic Senate candidate in Maryland, Angela Also Brooks, over the very moderate, very reasonable, very common sense governor, Larry Hogan, who is competitive in Maryland and could get another seat for the Republicans in the Senate. So why would you have done that endorsement and then all of a sudden say that? So I think timing-wise, but also, again, he's the boss. If you don't like it, see you later. He'll be fine. But the Washington Post might not be fine without him.
Why hasn't Jennifer Rubin resigned? She applauded the LA Times to resign. Everybody resigned. Good for you. Good for you. She's still there.
We've been asking that question for decades. Judge Jeanine, bring us home.
You know, I think that whether it's about hedging your bet and worrying about the fact that, you know, maybe Donald Trump will get elected, I got to tell you, this op-ed piece by Jeff Bezos, I thought was excellent. It was very well written. He says, we must be believed to be accurate. It's a bitter pill to swallow, but we are failing on that requirement. Presidential endorsements do nothing to tip the scales of an election. Nobody goes to vote and says, I'm going to vote because the Washington Post said to. But Axios also, it's almost like it's a come to Jesus moment. Axios admits that the establishment media has lost control of the narrative. And they talk about everything, all the media hoaxes, Russia collusion, hands up, don't shoot, Jussie Smollett, Covington KKK, very fine people hoax, Russian bounties hoax, Trump trashes troops hoax. All of a sudden, there are these now hard truths in America, and Americans are no longer trusting the media. And I think they're starting to understand it. Obviously, Jeff Bezos could care less about 200,000 or 250,000 people. But if you read it and believe him, you say to yourself, you know what? Donald Trump pulled the veil off in 2016, and everybody now sees it for what it is, and they're trying to right the ship.
All right. I think we all learned that billionaires are just better people. They just are. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.